It is everything we expected and everything, frankly, that Juan Soto expected and hoped for. And it might continue all night. Ball one to Soto.
Oh, it will.
Last year as a Yankee, 41 home runs, a career high, 109 RBIs, 989 OPS. As he and Judge formed quite the 1-2 tandem.
Don't kid yourself. He'll get this reception for the next 15 years in this building.
I think so.
I have heard opposing players do it before. I have never heard anything like this. Now, I know they say that the Yankee fans booed Altuve like this, but this is something else. And Don is behind him 3-0. So if there's a little anxiety on Soto's part, with all these boos raining down on him, he is showing none of that at the plate.
Do you give him a 3-0 hit sign?
Why not?
Yeah, I agree. And wouldn't that be a capper if he launched one?
Said he takes a strike. Well, Soto has had homecomings before. In his first game for the Yankees against the Padres after he was traded, he had a 2-run homer off Yu Darvish. In his first game for the Padres against the Nats, he had 2 hits. And he takes the walk, and the Mets have a 1-out base runner. 34th walk of the year for Soto, who started the night second in the National League behind Marcell Ozuna.
I don't know who was more nervous, Rodon or...
Doesn't sound quieter to me.
Well, now the Yankee fans have a 5-run lead. They're playing with house booing. Soto's been up twice, walked both times, so he certainly hasn't been over anxious. Stole a base in the first inning, scored the Mets' only run in the 4th. Maybe that's why Rice isn't playing tonight. And that was up and in.
Oh.
And did they call that a swing? No.
No.
They were asking.
I mean, that's amazing, right? Anytime he gets to 0-1,
wow,
086 against him. That's the lowest batting average after an 0-1 count of any pitcher in the majors.
Interesting, after that exchange up and in, the first exchange, he came right, Rodon, I don't know whether he meant to do it on purpose, but he came right back up and in, Ronnie.
And he drops in the slider for a strike, and it's 2-2.
Up and in, down and away.
Two coming. Lifts one foul. Takes the sinker down. It's 3-2. I saw an interesting stat on Soto yesterday that last year, if you compare last year with his career average, he pulled the ball 6% more, which is a big piece.
Yeah.
So he obviously was playing to the ballpark. This year we've seen him use left center much more effectively. He pulls that one, foul.
Well, at this ballpark, you know that he can cover the ball. He's got great power to left center, but in this ballpark, it can end up being an FH.
I just feel some of it has to do with the fact that he just, I think, getting settled. He hasn't really settled in. He hasn't found a hot streak yet.
7th full count for Rodon tonight, including 2 against Soto. And Juan walks for the 3rd time.
Jeez.
4 walks for Rodon, 3 of them to Soto, so he's aboard with 2 out for Alonso.
for Soto.
The Yankees scored 4 in the bottom of the third. Now Carlos Rodon, who's been sitting in the dugout for a long time, gets ready to try and protect that lead with Juan Soto set to lead off for the Mets. Soto's been the Mets' only base runner tonight. He walked and stole a base in the first inning, and 27 minutes after his last pitch, Rodon throws a fastball for a strike. Talk about hitting for a half hour. They almost did. Alonso and Vientos to follow, and Soto takes a slider down, a ball and a strike.
Okay. I hope you feel better, sir.
Outstanding arts and crafts.
Yes.
What font did he use? Well, the stadium only has so much vitriol. Not nearly the reaction for the second at bat that he got for the first one. 1-2 coming. Bounces that slider, 2-2.
I think the 4 points helped.
Well, it was clear when Soto batted in the first inning that the only person unnerved by it was Carlos Rodon.
No doubt.
But he regained his composure, got a nice defensive play behind him the next at bat, and has settled in since. 2-2 coming. And that's away. Full count.
Good eye. I'm just of the feeling, Ronnie, that he does not swing at breaking balls in the dirt. He'll chase some fastballs. If you got Soto up, you got to go after him.
Three 3-2 from Rodon. And he's just got a piece of that fastball to stay in the at bat.
Well, that was a fastball. Tried to load up on that. Just got it. A little piece of it. Wells could not corral it.
Soto's walk in the first inning was his 34th of the year. On a pace for about 120 walks. And he grounds that one foul. He seems to be having a really good time. 8th pitch of the at bat from Rodon. And that's too high, ball 4, and Soto walks for a second time. Well, the boos have not phased Juan tonight. He's been up 3 times, walked all 3. Now facing Leiter for the first time. And he fouls off the first pitch fastball, 0-1. Curveball stayed outside, a ball, a strike. Soto's 3 walks give him 36 for the year. OPS up to 855. And he checks his swing. Did he go? He did not. Laid off the splitter, 2-1.
Soto in a full conversation with Austin Wells.
He loves to converse during his at-bats.
Yeah.
Often with the home plate umpire. 2-2.
Geez, you didn't talk a lot at all.
No,
at-bats.
no.
Yeah.
Only if an umpire missed one.
Even Tony Pena couldn't get you to talk?
Gary Carter was the big chatterbox behind the plate. I told him to shut up one time.
So nice of you. Manners.
Page 2-2. And that splitter just missed, dropping into the strike zone. Full count. Well, 3rd straight time that Soto's run a full count.
Mike Baxter watching this game now.
Soto never walked 4 times in a game as a Yankee. Hasn't done it yet as a Met. Baxter became the only Met to walk 5 times in a 9-inning game. That was in San Diego a few years back. Three-two from Leiter, and Soto bangs one off the mound right to Volpe, and the throw is in time to retire the side. Oh, Juan Soto gets one more crack back in the Bronx. Walked his first 3 times up tonight. He grounded out in the 7th. And now with the Mets down to their final out and twice already down to their final strike, still moving in this 9th inning. And Soto just trying to get on base any way he can to get Pete Alonso to the plate as the tying run against Luke Weaver.
Luke Weaver, you see his numbers on the year. He waited his time out while Devin Williams was imploding there early in the season and took over the mantle just like he did last season. Pretty flawless down the stretch.
Not indicated in those stats, though. He's inherited 10 runners this year, and 5 of the 10 have scored. Comes in with 2nd and 3rd and 2 out. The Mets down to their last out. And Soto, first pitch swinging, fouls it away. And Soto in a spot where he needs to get on any way he can, going against type there, and trying to jump on a first pitch fastball. Soto's had 9 career at-bats against Weaver, 2 for 9. 2 walks and an RBI double for Lindor have given the Mets a run in this top of the 9th. 1 more base runner, and then Alonso could come up as the tying run. And Soto flies one out to center. Should be easy for Grisham. And the Yankees have taken game 1 of the Subway Series. A 4-run 3rd inning, a 2-run 4th inning. Lots of boos for Juan Soto. And the Yankees defeat the Mets in the first game in the Bronx 6-2.